1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's get it.
Right. You hear these athletes talking about, yeah, we was out there tricking. What? Why? You're part. Right. You hear these athletes talking about, yeah, we was out there tricking. What? Why? You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Stop paying people that you don't have no respect for. It sets it up bad for us. We got women out here can't find a man because they acting like him. You are alpha. Now the alphas all want these subservient husbands. You can't have one.
No.
They just don't know. We keep treating these men like they are boys.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's get it. Listen, this show might have to be a little quicker than I expected. I realized that we have Keke Palmer at the Shannon Sharp Show. I repeat, we have Keke Palmer at the Shannon Club Shay Shay. So we got to cover that right away before other brothers get it. So let's get right to this.
I don't want to disappear again from you guys. I don't want to do that again. I want to say that it was, and it has been extremely hard for me to be vulnerable just about my health condition and the good days that I have, the bad days that I have. And
what do I teach you? What do I teach you? The black box is not what it used to be. I teach you this every single day. The black box is ill.
And the surgeries ahead and the appointments ahead that I have was, and it has been extremely hard for me to be vulnerable just about my health condition and the good days that I have, the bad days that I have. And the surgeries ahead and the appointments ahead that I have. And I really, really appreciate, again, you guys don't know how hard it was for me to even come on the internet. The internet is a very big space. It's not just YouTube. Like, you put things on the internet and it's out there for the world to see.
And that comes with a lot of its own potential stress. Ma'am, you have to understand that it's the path you chose.
So I thank you guys for taking care of my feelings and your comments. And I cannot afford to cry right now. You're not about to make me do that. Like, hold on. I do want to give you guys an update that I had my surgery.
Ma'am, you don't get to cry. You walk around as a gladiator BW.
Wednesday this week.
There you have it, man. Which one of these women, like, another look into the black women's spirits and behaviors. What you have here is a gladiator BW. They try to dress it up and put all this stuff on it.
Yes, there's dot on my eye. I'm really good at, and I think it's a blessing, but also it could be a bad thing. I'm really good at not making it look as bad or seem as bad.
Ma'am, you're a gladiator BW. That's why you don't get to cry, because you know how to deal with angst and pain, all to win in the end. Invasive surgery, BBLs, all sorts of stuff to invade your human anatomy. Of course you're a gladiator.
Or I don't even like using certain words in my vocabulary because y'all words are so powerful. when you go through adversity, I don't like looking like I'm going through any adversity in my life. So,
ma'am, you was taught to hold your chin up high like a gladiator. Last thing that the gladiator BW wants to do is fall into a black man's arms and show vulnerability, to show a woman she has to be strong and upright at all times.
I need to go put my patch back on my eye. I'm really not supposed to be out and about, like around a lot of people. I'm on.
Right. That's why we call you a gladiator. You will disregard the doctor's orders and risk infection for the fucking internet.
Antibiotics, steroids, and stuff like that. I'm really supposed to be sitting down, but I don't know how to do that because I got kids. Like I want to cook dinner.
Ma'am, we tell the black woman over and over, ma'am, you need somebody to take care of you one day. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody to take care of you one day. And this fast life that you live in, something might happen to you. You might have to do an eye surgery. The bitch had to do an eye surgery. Some old weird shit.
Okay. Yes, there's a dot on my eye.
She got a dot inside her iris or whatever the case is, but you know, they do so much stuff that you like, damn.
I'm gonna cook dinner tonight. I am gonna be posting some videos coming up this week, probably tomorrow. The videos moving forward, they're gonna be authentic. You're gonna hear me say this a lot, like life is not gonna look perfect. I'm not gonna come on here with a face full of makeup. My hair isn't always gonna be pressed out. My shirt might not even be matching some days, but I'm here, Lord, okay?
Ma'am, you sound like a lone, miserable, bitter gladiator BW. You listen to how you sound. You can't say, yo, I got my man at the house. I'm messed up. He gonna cook or order some food or make them some turkey and cheese sandwiches, make them some hamburgers or some shit like that. And you know, because I'm down right now. Thank goodness I got me a man around me that can make sure when I'm down like this, I can, you know, get my rest time because, you know, Lord knows I put in my work for him and we work together as man and woman. So when I'm down, I'm very confident and I feel so comfortable and I feel so taken care of. And it's a beautiful thing. And I want you black women to know that, yeah, when something can happen to you, you got a man to hold you down. It's a gorgeous and beautiful thing. But that's not her story. Okay? Her story is of pain, hurt, struggle, alone, surgery.
I want to cook dinner tonight. I am going to be posting some videos coming up this week, probably tomorrow. The videos moving forward, they're going to be authentic. You're going to hear me say this a lot, like life is not going to look perfect. I'm not going to come on here with a face full of makeup. My hair isn't always going to be pressed out. My shirt might not even be matching some days, but I'm here, Lord, okay? I'm here, color purple. If you know, you know. So, yeah, your comments made me feel seen. You know, when you're dealing with like I don't even want to say mystery illness, but when it doesn't look like what it looked like, you start to feel crazy in your head, and then sometimes you have these thoughts in your head like maybe I am crazy, maybe there is nothing wrong with me, maybe I'm just a hypochondriac.
Ma'am, maybe you just need a man that could talk you down off of being silly. You to your own thoughts is a dangerous thing. You don't, you know, and you women, this is a perfect example. You so fucked up in the head, you trying to go on the internet to talk it out, also make money, but to talk it out, you know, because you understand the whole scenario where black women seem to pray, close hands together, they pray over each other's misfortunes and bad pussy habits. And it's disgusting.
You know, but the fact that so many of you could relate to me, it made me feel I don't feel crazy.
What we said, pray over bad pussy habits. They can relate to us. It's the same thing. Pray over their pussy. So many of black women can relate to the pain, the alone time, and the misery, and the medication, and the illnesses, and the fibroids, and the ovarian cysts, and the blocking the fallopian tubes, and the day after pills, and the deletions of the. So many can identify with one another, and they know it's a sick, psycho thing, and they talk to each other to make them feel good about being this weirdo, messed up type of person.
And I had to cut a lot of people off in my life going through what I was going through because whenever I would tell people I'm like having a really bad day, it would always be like, well, how come you can do this still? Well, how come you can do this still?
Right. How come you can still be a jump off? How come you can't just be with one man and be taken care of? That's what they're saying to you. And you said you cut those people off. People that try to talk sense to you, you cut them off. Ain't that a bitch?
Just because you're disabled does not mean that you are incapable of doing things. I am not going to freaking cry. And it's so crazy being put in a situation in my life. I'm not going to cry. Where I understand when people are like, don't treat me, number one, like I'm handicapped. And number two, also, don't treat me like I'm not when I say that I am. I don't know.
That's a perfect example of a black woman. Bitch, you disabled. Don't treat me like I'm disabled, but then don't treat me like I'm not. So stay in the middle, stay in the gray area, so you could be wrong. If you treat me like I'm disabled, you wrong. If you treat me like I'm not disabled, you wrong. I get to pick and choose how I want to be and when I want to be disabled. Ain't that some shit? Yo, bro, I didn't know what this video was about, but you just hear the gladiator, she gonna say something dumb.
And cry. And it's so crazy being put in a situation in my life. I'm not going to cry. Where I understand when people are like, don't treat me, number one, like I'm handicapped. And number two, also, don't treat me like I'm not when I say that I am. I don't know if that even makes sense to y'all, but I guess you'd have to be in a situation to understand that who you surround yourself with when you're going through something physically and how you think and how you feel has a big part to play in your overall survival.
Ma'am, we heard Tanya TKO say this shit.
They just don't know. We keep.
What happens is you're on drugs. You're on medicine. You're not in the right frame of mind. And the best thing that you could do to the people that care about you and try to give you sound advice is you lash out, you go against them, you fight them. And you make an excuse that, oh, I'm sick. That's why I did that. No, you're supposed to say, look, I'm on medication. I know y'all mean the best for me. Have some, have a little patience with me. I'm a gladiator anyway. With this illness and stuff like that, y'all know how it is. It's going to affect me, throwing my pussy around, being able to get men and fool around. They understand that I'm sick and ill. That could really hurt my whole style.
It's in the mind first. Granted, certain things are out of your hand, right? You can either enjoy the life that you have or not enjoy it. And for me, I'm enjoying every bit of life that I have. And so I've chosen to have people in my life that support me. If I would have listened to
yes men,
certain people, even healthcare professionals, look at the daggone thumbs up. Y'all telling y'all to thumb the video, Lord Jesus. It's the phone, y'all. It's the phone. And I didn't surround myself with different people and different healthcare professionals, I can say on this very day, I would be completely blind. Things would be irreversible. So I encourage you, if you are going through something and you know in your spirit how your body is feeling, and somebody around you is like, oh, it's not a big deal. Oh, it's in your brain. Oh, you just stick with this doctor. You find a new support system. You need a support system.
Ma'am, all you need is a man. What the hell is wrong with these women? Yo. What? Hold on. When I review these women, they never say, yo, all I need is a man, and, I would be taken care of. I would be fine. Yo, these bitches are sick, brothers.
Okay, that's why they do have like healthcare advocates or whatever, nurses that call you, check on you. How's your mental health doing? Who is supporting you in this time? It's a real thing. It's a real thing. I just think and I don't feel crazy because a lot of y'all are coming.
You heard what she said? Listen up. Listen up.
System. You need a support system. Okay, that's why they do have like healthcare advocates, whatever, nurses that call you, check on you. How's your?
That's why they have healthcare advocates and nurse care people that call and check. Strangers of the night, somebody that could give you a disease. Last thing you thinking about is having a man that can call and check up on your ass. What is your problem? Yo, what's the problem with you niggas, man?
Mental health doing? Who is supporting you in this time? It's a real thing. It's a real thing. I just thank y'all And I don't feel crazy because a lot of y'all are coming out with these same stories and the medications and how it made you feel. Like,
a lot of y'all on medication. A lot of y'all crazy. A lot of y'all feel messed up. A lot of you black women are really ruining the pussy you got.
You know, it can make you feel alone. I gotta get my spirit up. See, I don't like being all this serious talk, y'all. I can't do that for too long. I can't allow myself to do it for too long. You know, feelings of sadness and stress affect your body too.
So a lot of times what regular people do is they have somebody that they could actually throw that shit off. Like my gladiator BWs, they throw all their negative energy on me. I gotta absorb all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I absorb all of the black woman's negative energy to make her feel good. And the fact, one of the things that I often say is the fact that you're a boss BW, you're a boss baddie and all that, and you don't got somebody to throw your energy off, you ain't really all that. You just a whore. You just getting eggplant. Real boss black women got somebody they could throw their energy off. You know, they feeling like shit and they could just put it off on me. Just treat me like shit so they could feel better. And black women, you know, one thing I know, black women wish she had that. This woman ain't got nobody to throw her energy off. All she got is men saying, yo, when you gonna bend that pussy over? Yo, oh, that eye, you got a bad eye? Ain't got nothing to do with your pussy, right? When you gonna bend that over? And she on medication, and she discharging, and she got all this shit going on, and her pussy stink from the penicillin and the antibiotics and shit like that. And she like, yo, this nigga bothering me for my pussy. And she know that she ain't got no other value to that man. That man would never help her in her downtime. And she got to make sure she feel better and get better before she could even interact with a man, because all she reduced herself down to was a fucking box. Unbelievable.
So you can't, although people be like, oh, you need to see your feelings and all that. You think about what it is. What that man say? You gotta think big. Okay.
Hold on, y'all.
Small. You gotta think big. All the time. Happy thoughts. Force yourself to be happy. Do things that make you happy, even if it's the smallest thing. If I sat and focused on everything in my life that was going wrong, then I feel like it's a reverse prayer. So don't pray in reverse. I don't pray in reverse. I don't care how my life looks to anybody. It's good. God is good. Things happen to you for a reason. Again, my surgery went well for all intents and purposes. I'm gonna be.
Let's try woman. Short hair.
Cool. And a guy?
Easy, right?
On LTX Studio.
You can tweak.
Doing a lot of things, adjusting to my life with my eyesight. I've had a lot of doctor's appointments. I've had a doctor appointment every single day this week, you guys. I'm tired of being poked and prodded, but I thank God for the insurance and being able to be poked and prodded on. I've got a lot of appointments lined up next week. Like I said, my surgery was on Wednesday. Thursday I had an appointment. Friday I had an appointment. Monday I have 2 appointments, same day. And then they'll probably give me a rest for Tuesday and then go back Wednesday and then Friday. So yeah, I got a lot of appointments because again, I may not look like I had surgery, but that's just the kind of person that I am, you guys. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. It could be kind of a kryptonite at times because like when I do like say something to people or finally break down, it's like you're lying. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just making this up. You've been doing this. You've been doing that. You've been doing this. You've been doing that. Yeah, well, but I feel like I've been living like, I don't want to say a lie, because like when I go into a store, I know, and I only go to certain particular stores, I know a store so well that I can maneuver because it's familiar with me. But if I go to an unfamiliar place, I definitely need assistance. I need some kind of help to get around. Do you know what I mean? For instance, I had a doctor's appointment, and it might have been like just a new person at the desk or whatever that day when I was signing in. Not to my eye doctor, because our doctors, receptionists, they're not gonna say this to you, but I had on some shades, and I was trying to not tell the lady that I couldn't fill out the paperwork, but I was telling her things verbally, like, my name is Valencia, my appointment is at 10:30. She said, oh yeah, just fill out the paper. And I was like, okay, fine. I didn't want everybody else in the waiting room to know, what was going on, or my disability.
There you have it. Worried about what everybody else think about you when nobody else gives a damn about you. Instead of getting the help or the whatever that you need. Now listen. Keke Palmer went on Club Shay Shay. I gotta be one of the first to review that. We're gonna come back with that right away. All right. I just wanted to get this started. My fault. I was about to turn up, but we got to get this Keke Palmer and we'll mix in all the rest of this stuff. All right. So I'm gonna come right back.